Hey people, with the release of notice for the recruitment of TCS Ninja, a lot of questions pop up with respect to the difference between TCS NQT and TCS Ninja. This video will help you to get some clarity in this regard. In this video, let us discuss the difference between TCS NQT and TCS Ninja. How are they different from each other and what is offered in each of these categories. To get started with, let us first understand what is TCS NQT. TCS NQT, that is TCS National Qualifier Test, is an employability test which is conducted by TCS ION. Just similar to AMCAT or CoCubes, it is an employability test through which candidates can take the test, get a good score and apply for vacancies in companies that accept TCS NQT score. The next obvious question is, what kind of employment is offered through this test? TCS NQT is a multi-level assessment used to assess different skill sets. For any skill set, the base test or the pre-required test is the cognitive abilities. So initially the cognitive abilities of a student will be assessed. Cognitive abilities being the fundamental test, the other skill sets that can be assessed are industry-specific knowledge such as information technology or banking and financial services. Or it can also be other specialization skills like accountant, digital marketing or machine learning, etc. So likewise, different skill sets can be assessed through this employability test. If we consider the frequency of this test, TCS NQT is planned to be conducted every quarter. That is, for every 3 months, the test is expected to happen. If we consider the mode of assessment, it is in-center online mode of test. So it will be conducted in TCS ION authorized exam centers. So it is an in-center online mode of assessment. If a student takes up the NQT test and gets some score, the score is valid for 2 years. So the validity of any NQT score is 2 years. So these are the key features of TCS NQT. Now let us understand what is TCS Ninja. TCS Ninja is a job role offered by the IT firm Tata Consultancy Services. This is the most popular entry-level job profile offered by TCS. And this is one of the largest hiring drive for 2022 pass-outs in India. The salary package offered for this particular role ranges from 3.36 to 3.6 LPA. So based on your qualification, the salary package will be offered in this range of 3.36 to 3.6 lakhs per annum. So if we compare TCS NQT and TCS Ninja, TCS NQT is an employability test whereas TCS Ninja is a job role. And this is the ultimate key difference between these two terms, TCS NQT and TCS Ninja. Now let us discuss who can apply for TCS NQT. What is the eligibility criteria? UG or PG or diploma students who are in their pre-final or final year of study during the period of 2021 to 2023 are eligible to apply for TCS NQT. Students with any degree and discipline are also eligible. There is no limitation with respect to the discipline with which one can apply for TCS NQT. Students from any discipline can apply for the NQT. If we consider the work experience, freshers with less than 2 years of work experience are also eligible to apply for the NQT. And the age limit should be minimum 18 years and maximum 28 years. Let us consider the same for TCS Ninja. What is the eligibility criteria for TCS Ninja? To apply for TCS Ninja, one should be 2022 pass out. And he or she can either be an undergraduate student or a postgraduate student. But the course taken up should either be BE or BTech or ME or MTech or MCA or MSc. So if we compare with TCS NQT, for TCS NQT there is no limitation with respect to the discipline taken. But with respect to TCS Ninja, the candidate should be a student of any of these 6 courses mentioned. So there is limitation with respect to the course being taken up. If we consider the next academic requirement, the minimum aggregate mark should either be 60% or 6 CGPA. May it be either class 10 or class 12 or diploma or graduation or post-graduation examination. Whatever the case may be, the minimum aggregate mark should either be 60% or 6 CGPA. Also, the student should not have more than one active backlog at the time of appearing for the test. And if the student is selected, the student should not have any backlog at the time of joining TCS. So at the time of applying, one active backlog is allowed, and at the time of joining the company if selected, no active backlog should be there. If we consider the next requirement with respect to education gap, if there is any gap in education, it is mandatory to declare the same. And one such break should not exceed 24 months. And this education gap is acceptable only if it is taken for a valid reason. Relevant documents with respect to this education gap should also be submitted as a part of the process. Also, the courses completed should have been taken up only as a full-time course. Part-time or correspondence courses are not considered. Only full-time courses are considered. If the student has completed a secondary or senior secondary course from NIOS, that is National Institute of Open Schooling, he or she is still eligible provided that other courses are completed full-time. So all the other courses should be completed only on full-time basis. If we consider the parameter of work experience, students with prior work experience of up to 2 years are eligible to apply for the TCS Ninja recruitment. Also, the age limit should be 18 to 28 years of age. So these are the eligibility criteria for TCS Ninja recruitment. Now if we compare the eligibility criteria for TCS NQT and TCS Ninja with respect to academic requirement, for TCS NQT, any UG or PG or diploma discipline is eligible, whereas for TCS Ninja, only selected UG or PG disciplines are eligible. As we have discussed, only 6 disciplines are allowed. Also, if we consider the requirement with respect to backlog, for TCS NQT, students with backlog are eligible to apply, whereas for TCS Ninja, only one active backlog is allowed at the time of applying for the exam. And at the time of joining the company, no active backlog should be there. So these are the requirements with respect to academic performance. If we compare the eligibility criteria with respect to year of pass out, for TCS NQT, students in their pre-final or final year of study during the period 2021 to 2023 are eligible, whereas for TCS Ninja, 2022 pass outs are eligible. And with respect to work experience, for both the category, freshers with less than 2 years of work experience are eligible to apply. Also, there is one other important point to be noted with respect to TCS NQT. As we have discussed, after taking up the NQT, with the score, the student should separately apply for companies that accept NQT scores. While applying for other companies in this manner, there could also be other additional eligibility criteria to be met with respect to the companies to which the application is submitted. So, further eligibility criteria, if it is required from the company side, it should also be met in the case of TCS NQT. Whereas in TCS Ninja, the eligibility criteria for final selection is same as the eligibility criteria to apply for the job. So once you are eligible to apply for the job, you are eligible for all throughout the process. Whereas with respect to TCS NQT, there could also be additional requirements on the basis of the company to which the application is submitted. So put together, these are the key differences between TCS NQT and TCS Ninja with respect to eligibility criteria. Now let us discuss the differences between TCS NQT and TCS Ninja with respect to the recruitment process. For TCS NQT, an application fee should be paid to get certified in the variant. As we have mentioned, there are different skills that can be assessed through TCS NQT. Depending on the skill that you want to be assessed, application fee should be paid. Whereas for TCS Ninja, there is no such application fee. It is completely free to apply for TCS Ninja role provided that other eligibility criteria are met. Through TCS NQT, one can take up tests with respect to different variants and can get certified with respect to different skills. Whereas in TCS Ninja, only the test that has been scheduled can be taken up. If we reiterate the same in simpler words, the test taker can decide the skill to which he or she should be tested in TCS NQT. Whereas TCS Ninja is a fixed test. It is a fixed syllabus. So we cannot alter the syllabus in TCS Ninja, whereas in TCS NQT, the test taker can decide the syllabus to which he or she should be tested. After completing the test, in TCS NQT, the student should separately apply for the job that is listed based on the listed company's eligibility criteria. So a separate application should be submitted for the job in the case of TCS NQT. Whereas in TCS Ninja, one such separate application is not required. Once the test is done, the remaining processes will follow and take you closer to the job. So a separate application for the job is not required in TCS Ninja, whereas one such application for the company specific job should be submitted in the case of TCS NQT. In the regard of the current notice, the test date for TCS NQT is 28th August 2021, whereas for TCS Ninja, the test is scheduled to be conducted from 30th August 2021 onwards. So from 30th August 2021, TCS Ninja test can be expected to happen in different slots. So these are the key differences between TCS NQT and TCS Ninja with respect to the recruitment process. Now let us discuss the differences between NQT and Ninja with respect to online test pattern. Both TCS NQT and TCS Ninja tests happen on TCS Ion Assessment Portal. So the assessment portal for both the tests happen to be same. It is TCS Ion Assessment Portal. As we have just discussed, the syllabus for the test is flexible for TCS NQT, whereas for TCS Ninja it is a fixed syllabus. So the student or the test taker can decide the syllabus in the case of TCS NQT, and the pattern varies based on the candidate's modules. Whereas in TCS Ninja, the pattern remains the same for all candidates. As the syllabus is fixed in the case of TCS Ninja, the pattern also remains the same for all candidates. After completing the test once, if I want to retake the test and if I want to improve the score, that is possible in TCS NQT. One can reattempt the same variant by paying the fees again. So reattempt is possible in TCS NQT, whereas in TCS Ninja, one such reattempt option is not available. One cannot reattempt the same test. Generally, TCS Ninja is scheduled once in a year for a particular year of pass out. So a reattempt is possible in the case of TCS NQT, whereas one such reattempt to improve the score is not possible in the case of TCS Ninja. To make this comparison even more specific, let us consider the information technology variant of TCS NQT. For TCS NQT IT module, the test pattern is as given. As we would have mentioned in the earlier part of the video, cognitive NQT is a pre-requirement for any skill-based assessment. And under cognitive NQT, there will be 3 sections: numerical ability, verbal ability, and reasoning ability. In numerical ability section, 26 questions are expected to be answered in 40 minutes, whereas in verbal ability, 24 questions are to be answered in 30 minutes, and in reasoning ability, 30 questions are to be answered in 50 minutes. After the cognitive NQT, if the test module selected is IT variant, then for subject NQT IT programming, there will be 2 sections. The first is programming logic, where 10 questions are to be answered in 15 minutes. These 10 questions will be of MCQ type. And there will also be another section of coding, where 2 coding questions will be given. For one question, the duration is 30 minutes, and for the next question, the duration is 15 minutes. And at last, there will also be another variant of attitudinal alignment NQT. This is of psychometric test, where the number of questions is not a fixed one. A total duration of 30 minutes will be given to answer these questions of psychometric test. This in general is a personality assessment. Now if we consider the other key points to be noted, the assessment partner happens to be TCS Ion Assessment Portal. And if we consider the navigation possibility, neither the intersectional navigation nor the intrasectional navigation is possible. To make it more clear, intersectional navigation in the sense, between the sections, it is not possible to navigate. So only after completing one section, the student is allowed to answer the questions of the next section. So intersectional navigation is not possible. Similarly, intrasectional navigation is also not possible. Here every question is mandatory. Only after answering one question, the next question will be thrown. And as intrasectional navigation is not possible, one cannot review a previously answered question. So to summarize again, neither the intersectional navigation nor the intrasectional navigation is possible. With respect to marking scheme, there is no negative marks. Even if the question is answered wrong, there is no negative mark offered to a particular question. So this is the test pattern for TCS NQT if the selected variant is an IT module. Now let us consider the expected TCS Ninja pattern. There could be 2 parts, A and B. Whereas in the first part there will be 3 sections: numerical ability, verbal ability, and reasoning ability. And in part B there will be 2 sections, programming logic and coding. The expected number of questions and duration remains the same as TCS NQT with IT module. because the assessment partner is same as TCS Ion. So the expected number of questions and duration is same as the TCS NQT with IT module variant. Also, if we consider the other parameters, even for TCS Ninja, intersectional navigation or intersectional navigation is not possible. Only after answering one question, the student can access the next question. And it is not possible to review a previously answered question. So neither an intrasectional navigation nor intersectional navigation is possible. And with respect to marking scheme, even for TCS Ninja, it is expected to have no negative marks. So if we relate all, these are the key differences between TCS NQT and TCS Ninja. As a next part of the video, let us discuss the details of FacePrep's TCS Ninja plus TCS NQT cracker. This will give you some info on how does the cracker help a student in his or her journey of preparation for TCS Ninja or TCS NQT. Through this cracker, a student can get exposure to around 600 plus actual TCS Ninja or TCS NQT questions, and these questions are in sync with the updated pattern. Video solutions for all these questions will also be available. Specifically for coding questions, code solutions will be available in 4 languages such as C, C++, Java and Python, whereas video solution will be available in C++ language. So through the cracker, one can get exposure to this huge database of questions along with video solutions. In addition, the cracker gets you access to around 100 tests. Out of these 100 tests, 5 are all India mock tests, whereas 45 are practice mock tests. The remaining 50 are topic-wise assessments. The access to all these questions and tests will be available till the test day. So course access and support will be available till the test day. Above all, during the journey of your preparation, if you need any specific help with respect to your preparation, the requirement is also met through our WhatsApp channels. We usually have WhatsApp groups for doubt clarification. In these groups, you can meet your peers who are also preparing for the same test. So if you have any specific doubt, you can post the same on the WhatsApp group and you can get appropriate and genuine information from our mentors or your peers. So a WhatsApp group for doubt clarification can also be availed through this cracker. All these undeniable benefits are brought to you at the course price of Rs 499. Yeah, you heard it right. The price of the course is just Rs 499. What could be the reason to wait further? Do enroll today and get ready to book your well-deserved slots in the further processes of TCS Ninja and TCS NQT. All the best and thank you guys.
Hey YouTube, how are you doing? Stay tuned to FacePrep for more awesome videos. Don't forget to subscribe.